Welcome, returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Avila Bandera. Heart chakra 5 months ago, significant. Anyway, welcome all. As soon as I started, I felt that right there, heart chakra, 5 months ago. Now, as you can see, we're going to have to get right into this message because in your pre-shuffle, I don't normally do pre-shuffles, but I use two different decks and the same card comes out. The Seven of Swords. Okay. Now, the universe, source, let's get more into it. Your spirit guides, your ancestors are bearing witness to true intentions. Your ancestors, spirit guides, protectors are bearing witness to something or someone's intentions. Some of you, this is energy of Archangel Michael as well, with the 7 and the 7, that's 14. I'm seeing a Temperance card. But I want to see what's going on here. What's really going on? Because as soon as I started the live, heart chakra palpitations started going on. And a reading that I did 5 months ago shows up as a suggestion. Also with the number 166, which is altogether 13 or 4. So I'm going to give you all a few to tune in. Greetings. Heart chakra is amazing because this is lady at my job that has a problem with me for no... Whoa. And today I told God I'll do what you need of me. And I had to help her. Oof. Ooh, just know you will be taken care of infinite fold by the Most High, by Source, Spirit, Guides, your ancestors. Hashay. Wow. Trucker life, 34, that's a 7. Hold on, I gotta make some... Make some room over here, okay? Because I get plenty of messages throughout the day. And whenever y'all see me go live, it's usually most of it that comes through. Some of it doesn't, as it has its own divine timing and order as to when they'll show up, right? Hold on, I gotta get this lighter, bro. So, this here, right here, 7 of Swords, the card of betrayal, deception, but also it connects to you being more aware due to past deceptions and betrayal. Because notice in the Rider-Waite deck, the 7 of Swords card, the figure in the image is taking up their 5 of Swords. So if there's any type of combativeness that could happen, it doesn't happen because the person decides to move on because they've been there, done that before. Where it's on some, you can talk to you blue in the face, whether someone hears you or sees what it is that you're saying from your point of view, that's always going to be up to them. how you respond in a situation is your karma, and how they respond in that situation is theirs. That's also the essence of the Seven of Swords. Now, I'm also getting here where becoming more aware when you're hearing crows. I'm getting this energy where some of you are learning to pick up when certain birds that you connect with, specifically crows and ravens right now, or starlings, hawks, eagles, that when you hear them, what occurs thereafter. And it's something about you picking up the pattern as to when these type of messages come through for you. Okay? But let's see what's is going on here. And shout out to all of you who be hitting up the Cash App. Infinite blessings back onto you, my love. Infinite gratitude, y'all. I have to set my notifications so when it does happen during the live, I can notice them, because I tend to see them afterwards. So excuse me for that, but infinitely grateful. Now, what does this have to do with the collective? Even the way I'm now moving through this message as we're about to go deeper into it, you're being guided to observe, slow down, so you can see what's really transpiring right before your eyes. Okay? 606. The card that I have in my deck that says, focus on the mission, not how. Focus on the mission, not how. Some of you could be doing some type of cross-referencing at this time also, because that's another thing that's going on as I'm feeling the vibe as to which deck to go to extend this message here. So you can be doing some cross-reference with your natal charts, both tropical and sidereal or Vedic, whichever one you're using, and seeing how all of them may even tie in together for you. Cross-referencing that with your galactic signatures, your human design, your numerology, everything. And as you do this, just know that your reality is going to change with the information that you are aware of about yourself. Only so you can change whatever is in liquid form into a physical form due to your understanding and understanding of the awareness you now have of yourself. Now, the way that reality shows up for each and every one of you, different, right? Okay, so we're going to start here, sort of where we have normally been going towards the message of guidance. What is the message of guidance here for the collective? Warning, instructions, mysterious protection. That's the meaning of the Seven of Swords in this deck. Warning, instructions, mysterious protection. Ooh, that was fast. You have the bison and the sheep. Becoming more alert of the BS. Okay. The Bison, abundance, success, and personal power. You are being guided to be flexible, go with the flow, and allow things to happen rather than force them. Speaking of slow down and observe. Okay. Universal opportunities are stacked around you, and what's coming through is your spirit guides and ancestors that are seeing things that you may not be seeing. It's presenting opportunities that you probably haven't seen before, or moments, experiences that you may not have been able to really see its purpose, and you will be now. Center yourself and resonate with your core values, and you will reap many rewards. The Bison. Okay, so I wanted to land here. The winds of change, Oya's frequency coming through as a protector here for some of you. In terms of warning, instructions, and mysterious protection. What? Something goes up into flames. Okay. The Sheep, compassionate, gentle, and youthful. You are being guided to have gratitude for all that is in your life. Begin today to walk your new path. Remove any unproductive relationships and connect with your authentic self. So if there's something that you encounter in your reality, whether if it's within a group or a one-on-one scenario, if there's anything unproductive that's happening and you decide to remove it, let's say if it happens within a group, this could also lead you to become more aware of the same habit or energy that you are to remove from someone even closer to you. Because it seems as though the energy is mutating because the root hasn't been removed. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Elephant. Affectionate, intelligent, physical strength. You are being guided to focus on the relationships in your life that bring harmony, stability, opportunity, and unconditional love. For some of you, this is going to be if you realize that the relationship that needs to be worked on, because this is where there is this essence of harmony, stability, opportunity, and unconditional love, and the relationship is with yourself, focus on that. If the bliss of your reality allows you to have that type of connection with something outside of you, continue to work on yourself and that. But primarily work on the energy within yourself. Bringing more harmony, stability, and opportunities and unconditional love towards you by being that towards yourself. Now, let's see what is going on here for the collective. Where is the collective in this? Show me the collective's energy. Oh boy. Collective energy, please. I just heard Baba. Collective energy. Okay. The collective energy is the Four of Pentacles. Some of you could be a Capricorn. Well, Capricorn could be significant in regards to the energy that is surrounding you at this time, or what you're feeling in this moment as we are delivering this message here to you. Let me move this here charger. Ugh. God dang. All up in the way. It's something about something in the way. It's something is in the way. Because that's not random. Okay, but so it is. So we got the Four of Pentacles showing up. which is connected to the Sun and Capricorn vibes, firm foundation. But as you also can see here, there's a level of strength you currently have that is allowing you to build stability and connection to the love that you now have for yourself, especially coming out of these energies or recognizing what the universe is making you aware of, your spirit guides, your ancestors is making you aware of things that you haven't seen, but it's bringing it to the forefront so you can see it for all that it is. Something that is not in alignment to your truth. At the bottom of the deck, you have shadow. Golly. Some of you have a moon in Capricorn. The moon right now is in Taurus. So emotions could be at a certain level in regards to one's security, material security. That also connects to one's emotional security. Okay. 418. That is 4 of Wands time frame. What is this about? What's this? Tower, 4 of Wands still. Venus and Aries. I have to pause for a second because it's, yo. Oh boy. Can't be serious right now. Okay. Let's see. I'm literally doing the most to be mindful with this warrior energy that flows through this here vessel, because this is really giving the vibe of people have to become more aware as to who it is that they be fucking with, thinking about in a way that ain't got nothing to do with what they got going on in their life, that all they have to do is figure out themselves and mind their own business instead of minding somebody else's business. Because this mysterious protection, okay, while whether it's you, collective, or cross-watch, if this is a person you cross-watching on, who if you were cross-watching, oh God, I'm gonna tell you something right now. While the collective is in this energy of poise and aligning themselves with their integrity, stability, unconditional love, whomever decides to play and move as though they don't know what's going on, want to play stupid, this is the final warning. And it's not even so much a warning, because a warning has already gone out, is what I'm getting from this energy right now. Because the type of strength that is backing up the collective right now is one that moves mountains, or places as blockages or chaos in someone's life who attempts to get in the way of someone building their life righteously. Whether you consider yourself a chosen one, whatever title you want to give yourself, cross-watcher energy, better not be fucking around with the collective thinking, oh, they'll never find out. This will never happen. All right. Okay. Because when the collective is cool, calm, and collected, that's the perfect brew of chaos forming in a cross watcher's life because they want to be moving in a way that they got no business moving. And how would you know if you're part of the collective and not the cross watcher? You'll normally respond to situations in a way that you'll protect yourself or defend yourself. More so defend yourself. Scratch that. Where you'll set up boundaries. With those boundaries, you'll possibly say something or do some type of move that the person is aware, all right, enough is enough. But if that motion has not been understood, and overstood by the cross watcher, how you'll know you're part of the collective is you this time you just going, you're sitting back is more so now you're allowing the power and the forces that protect you to make their move. I mean, they've been making their move regardless, bit by bit. But now, cross-watcher gonna get the full 100 of as to why you should not move a certain way with certain people. Now, for you, collective, the test will be to be in a state of harmony, to be in a state of the now moment, to be in that state of harmony, stability, and unconditional love. Especially when you know the type of power that has been bestowed upon you and you don't misuse it. You may even find yourself doing as much as you can to warn cross-watcher, be mindful, stop doing this, stop doing that. That when you know the consequences is about to kick in, you might even feel yourself feeling slightly sorry for this person to an extent because you know the type of ass whooping that they about to get because they didn't listen. And some of you may not even feel sorry for the person or the situation. I get that too. But what I'm saying is, this is getting to a point where people really got to chill with information that they're tapping into, who they decide to have a conversation with, and the verbiage that they decide to use in these conversations, especially when it comes to someone just learning something about themselves and feeling as though that they know more than someone else. You know what you know and know that. The fuck? Just be you. This shit ain't no competition. Those who flow in that energy of competition are the ones that are still connected to humbling themselves or humbling themselves to the universe. Ain't nothing humble about the universe. The universe is grand. It's noble. It's another verbiage used as source or an extension of source. And if the universe is within you, you are a reflection of it. To humble oneself towards the universe, that don't make no sense. But it'll only make sense to the one that's in this energy of competition, not knowing themselves fully yet, and allowing the ego to express what they may feel or think as though it's coming from a God frequency. It's not so much about being better than anybody. Nah. Just be yourself. You won't even have to place your energy into thinking of, am I saying this better than this person, or is it that. And with this sword energy and Saturn coming through as far as authority, maturity, public recognition, your status in the outside world type of vibes, you collective, you out here standing real strong, and people can't stand that you can just be there in your presence without saying anything, and it sounds as though you're reciting an entire dissertation about to get your PhD or some shit. Can't hate on the collective. People can do whatever they want to do, but it's unadvisable to be hating on the collective when the collective is just being themselves by knowing who they are. Tell me more about where the collective is with this firm foundation. Solitude. Some of you have literally stepped away, you know what I'm saying, from situations that are unproductive, as the sheep here says. Because you're no longer in this position to be following anything but your spirit guides, your ancestors, and your God frequency in connection to source. Especially as the nodal axis is about to shift from North Node being in Aries, South Node in Libra, to now going into Pisces and Virgo. With the upcoming energy of both Neptune and Saturn going into Aries. Which is more so speaking to the energy of, okay, this is who you know yourself to be. Let's see now. Let's see if this is who you really are. Let's see if this is who you really are. Especially when it comes to those that are misusing their power. Aries energy, the Emperor, or in the vibes of not knowing their power and creating these narratives to get others to think the way they do because they're unsure of themselves. See, you collective, here with the firm foundation, Four of Pentacles, and the Hermit card that's coming out here. You see her with that book and that blue dress and that chess piece in the back, and you still got the mountain showing up in both of these cards. It's basically given, you don't have to pretend to be someone that you're not. You know who you are. And the universe is also coming through with validation about certain things that you may have been, that may have been in your thought process about situations around you or groups of people around you, because this is Moon in Aquarius, Seven of Swords. And Aquarius has a lot to do with the collective, groups of people. No, that statement is there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than you are seeing right now. Because again, your spirit guides, your ancestors got it handled. Or whatever power it is that you connect to. that takes care of the unseen realm when you're in this physical realm. Because some of you also have that ability where you can step in both realms at once. But when it's time for you to work in this physical dimension, your protectors are you know what I'm saying? They full-fledged in that unseen world for you. And because you're not present, you got energies around here feeling as though, oh, they're not here. They won't know. Just that thought or that statement that a cross watcher may have, oh, they don't know what's going on, is the exact signal that goes off where that ass whooping goes from 0 to infinity real quick. Because your spirit guides and ancestors were already on it before it became a thought. When it comes to anything that is in an opposition to you, especially when you are very mindful of, you know, where things show up in your external environment as a reflection of you and you're handling it, but then you have these energies that still want to keep coming back and not getting the memo as far as you didn't hear it the first, second, third, whatever time to stop playing, to stop doing this, or stop calling or stop doing. All right. No more warnings. Because there's records of this. When collective wants to build and be alone, and there are energies that are attempting to get in the way of the collective's truths. Especially while the collective is in a very sensitive, vulnerable state of going through the dark night of the soul with this Hermit card showing up here. At the bottom of the deck, you got another 9. Speaking of completions. What's the archetype that's coming through here? You got firm foundation, solitude, and spiritual strength. 9 of Wands. Let's see what the archetype is. Okay. This is sort of giving because me personally, I have Saturn in the 6th house. So part of me in my service giving is karmic justice. So cross watcher, let me tell you something. This ain't the channel you want to be cross watching on. I'm come for that ass. All right. Okay. Look at that shit. Split the deck. You got the underworld that shows up. 633. 533 on the screen. Yeah. Okay. The vessel is a... Yeah. This is why I said people got to be mindful with the information they want to step into, or people who want to do... If you are somebody who wants to do tarot, or you want to do some form of divination, just be very mindful that you really address the matters of the inner child or any type of trauma or wounds that you have. Because one thing I'm going to tell you, when you open up this door of divination, connecting with spirits and all different types of energies, and you still holding on to something of the past, especially in this time frame that we in, that's the most unforgivable thing you can do towards yourself, unless you go to somebody that can help you to shift the energy. If you're not somebody who knows how to bring order into chaos, and people love saying that they can bring order into chaos but don't really know what that means. not a joke. This ain't nothing to play with. One of the biggest tests you'll possibly go through, if you are someone who is wanting to align with a certain gift that you have as a diviner, and you are undergoing some type of relationship and love that you feel as though you can't pull away from. The moment you open up that door into divination, you're going to really see the two options that you already knew you had. There is no in between. Either you're going to continue this relationship with this person, or you're going to leave it behind, because if you continue with it, especially if it's not in alignment to you stepping further into your gifts, it'll literally deteriorate you if you stay there. Not only that, you're putting your loved ones in jeopardy, opening up this door, and there's still things you're unable to disconnect yourself from. Because that's what this is also what this spiritual strength connects to, the Nine of Wands. Doing something over and over again until you recognize the patterns of insanity that's really happening, because you're doing something over and over again and you're not getting a different result, especially if it's not something that is for you. 6:36 on the screen, 6:36 on the clock. This is why you'll see people that when they go into this realm of becoming tarot readers, they have to stop, because it's not a game. And you're going to see a lot of people who have been doing this stop, especially when Saturn goes into Aries. Because Saturn's about to check you on some, okay, so you want to have this authority, you want to have this power of being the emperor. All right. Let's see. And you know how Saturn moves with the obstacles and challenges. Neptune going into Aries as well. Neptune, speaking of the rest and chaotic period, the period of rehabilitation as it rules the planet of Pisces. But even more so, Neptune connects to the ideals and imagination, breaking psychic boundaries to bring harmony with the universe. So if a person is unable to let go of a certain relationship or relationships that allows them to connect to their psychic abilities and break past these boundaries, or these walls rather, that may prevent them from stepping into these hidden realms, if they're unable to do that, you know the type of chaos you are asking for in your life. It really takes the high priest, high priestess, the emperor, the empress to decide, you know what? Let me step into divination. Because they have the tools to bring order to chaos. The kings and queens may have a chance, but if whatever element that king or queen is connected to, notice you have 4 of them. If they're not balanced in that element, they shouldn't be nowhere near this type of realm divining anything but themselves. Whoever that was for, listen. People love to say when that chaos hit, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. This is evil. No, you doing something too much that you ain't supposed to do is evil. Okay? Anything that you do too much of is evil because it's out of balance. That's all. It's just out of balance. What is the archetype here? What is the archetype? I know that. Yo. Child. Is that 12? That is 12. The king archetype. Okay. Somebody gonna have to seal this shit up. 640 on the screen, 640 on the clock. What is, okay, you know what? The mother speaks. Ah, Shay. So this could be King of Cups energy. Yeah. Oh my goodness, bro. Now the King of Cups energy, because it says mother at the bottom of the deck, could be someone who's family oriented, a hard worker, business savvy, responsible, creative, intelligent. Someone who's also a diviner, radiant, a visionary, has a strong connection to science, intuitive, solid, stable, qualities of leadership. They could also be very wise, reliable, and trustworthy. Now, February 11th to February 19th could also be of significance. The numbers 37, 10, and 1 also coming through. But let's look a little further and see what you doing here. As we just got done talking about this king and queen thing over here. The king is on page 85. So August 5th or 1985 could be of significance. The selves. The king, the ruler, the commander, the emperor. When in a dark space, there is a misuse of power. See, okay. I'm definitely talking to people that got Saturn highly aspected in your chart, whether this is sun, wherever the energy of your 10th house or wherever Capricorn is, there's something about getting more familiar with that area of your chart. The way the amount of you that are watching and the amount of minutes we've been streaming and how it's aligning with the time on the clock, I already know this message is spot on. 6:43 on the screen, 6:43 on the clock. So those numbers that you heard, when you look into your natal chart and you see what energy rules your 10th house for Saturn, Capricorn energy, and you look to see where you have Capricorn in your chart as well, do some research on those numbers that showed up. 6:43, 6:40. I think the other one was 6:36 or 6:33. 6:33, 6:33, 6:40, and 6:43 showed up. All of those were sixes: 33, 40, and 43. Hold on. 44, 333. Yeah, you're definitely in this creative space. 5:44 on the screen, 6:44, 6:44 on the screen, 6:44 on the clock. What is, hold up. What message are you giving me right now? What is this? Let me get my deck. What is this about? The high priestess shows up in the Rider-Waite deck is over here. See them? Okay. You know what? With the 10 of Wands behind it. What's this? Yo, royal bloodline. Royal bloodline. Okay. It is finished. Examine the ancient creator was there. See? What is happening? What are you showing me here? What are you showing me here? With these synchronicities, what is the meaning of the synchronicities for the collective? You did it 3 times. What is the synchronicity you're showing the collective here? What is this about? 645, 645. Leo, Aquarius. Okay. I create, I know. I create, I know. With Gemini, Sagittarius at the bottom of the deck, I think I see. Okay. What do you, that's a lot of cards, but we're going to have to take them. We have Solomonic lineage. Whoa. Okay. Wow. And the fact that I'm going to have to pull out my occult deck because there's something about the energy, the soul of man or King Solomon's energy that's giving a lot of information here about the 7 of Swords. So let me see. Let's see what demon that is. Let's see what's going on here. Followed by, got this. Got, okay. The energy of the Buddha showed up yesterday too. Love Begins also wanted me to show you that. The Ace of Cups is right under spiritual strength with emotional withdrawal. 8 of Cups. Right behind that, Solomonic lineage, you have Source. (414). Reclaim your power, gifts enhanced, reactivated. 414 is equivalent to an oak tree. I just heard go big. You have seeds that are to be planted to connect globally. You're not a house plant. You're not a house plant is what I heard. On the path of your north node. Some of you may have that. Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Sag. Those are the axes that showed up. Then you have 1 Corinthians 13:7. Love never gives up, and its faith, knowing, and patience never fail. Then you have forgive, to take your power back, if this has to do with the Leo or an Aquarius, or groups of people, or for some of you, this is yourself. We have the giver. Either you are the giver or watch the movie. It'll help you with noticing more of the symbolism, geometry that you may be experiencing at this time. Source is connected to the card of the red horse here. So, speaking of the 7 of Swords, anything that has been sent to take peace from the earth and given the great sword, Source is putting you in charge. You are the order. You're connected to the order of the blue rose, Melchizedek, which means that you have a truly awakened heart, a powerful being of divine light. You hold the keys of the occult to human salvation through knowing yourself. So, okay, they're verifying here that the forgiveness is more so of yourself. So that way there can be an expansion of your knowing of self. So you can grab the keys. Now I'm seeing the gold and the silver key from the Hierophant card. They show me the silver and gold key. Look up the esoteric or spiritual meaning of the gold and silver key. You have vulnerability showing up here. What else do I have for this? Okay, you're someone who holds the original DNA codes for the human collective for Earth, the Earth that holds heaven, heaven on Earth. So you're of a much higher vibration due to your pure consciousness of love and wisdom with the Order of the Blue Rose. Then you have, again, vulnerability, 2055, 855 are symbols or numbers that is going to be reflecting back to you that a major change is on the way. Mother shows up again, but maternal. Right next to, for some of you, that forgiveness has to do with the mother here. Your soul chose the family that you are a part of, the mother that you're with, because of the lessons that you are going to learn to bring out these occult keys that you possess. It's time for you to clear out the foundation of all beliefs and re-energize your soul in accordance to a heart being as light as a feather. Some of you are definite judges of the underworld because the underworld showed up first. So you must have a strong connection here. For some of you, I'm getting to Anubis. Remember that ignorance is not bliss. Trying is an insult to doing. Remove these self-imposed limitations or doubts in your power. Ignorance is not bliss. And anytime you're saying that you're doing something, know that you're not. You shouldn't be saying that you're trying to do it, especially if you're someone who possesses occult keys. You definitely should know better than that. You have 9 to 12 months here. God is born, which is you. Source, God. This. Where's my occult deck? People want to be out here talking they shit, but don't even know what energies they got that protect them. But you want to be out here talking that shit. What's wrong with you? Apparently everything. Anyway, I digress. Hold on. Oh, my higher self and I are tired of the fuckery. Enough been enough. People want to play. All right, come on. Let's okay. All right. You thought you knew. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, love. Nope. Always do that when I'm looking for this. Child. This is what I be saying when I do personals. I don't just read for anybody because I can tell when someone is either going to misuse the information or get defensive about it. I'm not the one. I wouldn't even suggest going to anybody else after crossing my path. Not saying that to be egotistical. No, I just know what the fuck I know, and I've seen what I've seen, and I've seen enough. Seen enough of people playing, thinking this shit is a game. Okay. What is this Seven of Swords energy? What is the Seven of Swords energy? Cars flying and shit. Bruh. What is the Seven of Swords energy? Audias, the Hierophant, speaking of the keys. Teaches astrology, the virtue of the stars and the houses of the planets and how to understand them. Transforms men with dignities. Finds favor with friends and foes. Now this is quite the smart demon. Now with the Seven of Swords, this could be someone who does get into the stars and whatever the case may be, astrology. But at the same time, you got the devil at the bottom of the deck. I mean, this 555 on the screen. You know what? Let me continue with, okay. Makes one worse off than ever before. There it is. That's the Seven of Swords. Someone who's out here talking about that they know this and they know that, but in reality, I know you're not just gonna sit here and say that was an entire fuck boy with the king energy showing up. Wow. Okay. Because remember, the archetype is the king. But what's being... Someone definitely overstepped their boundaries and their contract. Someone has definitely overstepped their boundaries. Whatever this is I'm picking up on, yo. What is the past life energy? Yeah, this. So this is obviously a warning for energy of a cross watcher type of, or you collective, where you're being made aware that, oh, don't worry, this is getting handled. It's getting handled. Don't worry about it. 6:56 on the screen, 6:56 on the clock, yo. Yo. What number is Audias? Let me see. What type of... Audias is ruled by the archangel Harahel, number 59. Psalm 113 is also significant, verse 3. Audias. Now, someone could be claiming themselves to be whatever rank in angels and probably don't even fucking know themselves. Let me see. Audias appears in the form of a lion riding upon a mighty and strong horse with a serpent's tail, and he holds in his right hand 2 great hissing serpents. And this is the year of our beloved serpent. Someone could be born the 4th to the 8th of January, could be of significance. It's a servant. This particular energy, Audias, is a servant to those born the 4th to the 8th. But someone doesn't know their own energy, demon. This shit I be talking about. People just be out here, just be doing whatever, and don't know their own demon that actually protects them. Now it's working against them. Because I just asked, what's the 7 of Swords? And technically speaking, the 7 of Swords speaks of deception or betrayal, taking only what's needed, the universe bearing witness to true intentions, getting away with something, being strategic, being, listen, someone is not that slick. They're not that slick. So collective, your mysterious protection is yeah. As far as the archangel Harahel, let me see something here. Harahel is the sole guardian for those born 7:20 to 7:40 p.m. It's the moral guardian for those born May 17th, July 28th, October 8th, December 19th, March 1st, and the physical guardian for those born January 4th to the 8th. It's the energy of someone who follows the activities of the stock exchange. So I'm getting King of Pentacles energies. Past life. See. So this is not the collector's first time. I mean, obviously, the way this energy is feeling, it's definitely not a first encounter with this type of frequency. It's being handled now. It could be a lover. Now, if someone hasn't released a relationship that no longer serves them, while Venus is in Pisces, it's going to put them into a state of escapism and doing things that are toxic to escape their reality. Someone who has released that energy, they're welcoming in the greatest version of love into their life. What's this that shows up? Health. Oh, God. With the serpent showing up. Something is ending this year. Something will definitely come to an end this year. Yes, it is. It has to. It has to. Enough is enough. Because it seems what I'm picking up from this right now, yeah, angels are surrounding you and different angles of light. Could be seeing a lot of orbs. Where it's time for you to shift into a different sector or part of your path that's possibly been delayed because of a relationship. '13th to the 20th centuries could also be of significance, as well as Ethiopia. What else? It seems this past life energy, someone was falsely accused for herbal remedies. What's being cleared as a result of this? What's being cleared? The lessons and blessings to gain wisdom. Wow. Let me clarify this here. Clarify wisdom as what's being cleared. Clarify wisdom as what's being cleared. Wow, the Star. And the 10 of Pentacles. Let me get one more. The Star and that's a lot. You got the 4 Wands, Queen of Swords. There goes Anubis. And you got 4 Wands. The Death card. Anubis. Underworld showed up for a reason, huh? Queen of Swords. It seems as though this is someone who's aware of their past life. You've had many lifetimes where you were in a state of solitude and you didn't speak up, and now this time the path is being cleared so that you do. And then you have the Ace of Cups that shows up here, which is also behind the Spiritual Strength card. This Saturn in Pisces, you could even have Pisces South Node. Because it's Saturn in Pisces here, and that we're in the energy of Saturn being in Pisces at this time. Or this could have something to do with someone's Saturn return. When it comes to what it is that you feel you are gifted to do, but feeling blocked to do so, it could be, you know, certain lessons that you are learning to gain the wisdom so you can have a healthier lifestyle when it comes to your spiritual endeavors. And you got the Five of Wands showing up here. Again with the Nine of Wands energy. Yeah. This is the lifetime you finally gain your spiritual strength. Okay, babe. Okay. Oh, wow. Four of Wands in this deck speaks to illumination and intuition. With the Star, this illumination springs from no thing or from nothingness, the darkness, to illuminate the way and uplift your sight, your knowing, your vision. The Five of Wands speaks to the power of Ptah, division by mutual consent because of competition. See, Ptah is the healer. The Queen of Swords, Lady of Revenge, backed by the Death card. What the fuck? Difficult character. It's okay. Someone may have come across the people as difficult to handle because you were never heard, but it's not that these people are supposed to hear you. You're supposed to have this moment of solitude to hear yourself. They're not going to be able to understand you because of the ancient wisdom that you carry, especially these new age people. I said what I said. Destruction and rebirth run through all forms of being under the dominion of time. Transformation, surprise, beginning and end, rebirth, freedom, and balance. With the Ace of Cups, the soul of Osiris. Abundance, joy, and nourishment, which is also Anubis' daddy. Somebody definitely went through quite the test of testing your integrity. You passed. And now you have, again, this energy of the cross watchers that are attempting to come in with this nonsense, and it's not the appropriate time, and neither will it be moving forward. Mysterious protection. And didn't the message say here? Clear out the foundations of all beliefs, re-energize your soul in accordance to a heart as light as a feather. That's the one. See, now it's reminding me of this thing I saw where a spirit was tempting Anubis, and the ability of you know, the right and the authority that Anubis has to determine where your soul goes. And this spirit comes around saying that it doesn't have a soul. And Anubis told that spirit, well, your existence will be weighed. Fuck you. Yeah. Either way, whatever is not as light as a feather or lighter, if it's not lighter or as light as a feather, that ass is doomed. Because there's, with this Five of Wands, there's obviously an energy around that feels some type of way, and they better go sit down. They better go sit down somewhere. They better go sit down somewhere. Whether this could even be someone who's stating something verbally or within their own mind, they better go sit down somewhere. $10.70 on the screen, $7.10 on the clock. $11.70 on the screen. This is also a time for the collective, knowing the type of protection and power that you have within your words. Be mindful of what it is that you are asking for. And the candle just went out because it finished doing what it had to do, but it just went out. That's, you know what? What's 710? What's 710? Purple. The crown. Or the violet flame. Which is also symbolic of the dragon. Mind you, there was an ad over here that just said House of Dragon. Yeah, welcome to the House of the Dragon. Yo. Ay, ay, ay. Sigue jodiendo. Keep fucking around. You will definitely find out. Cross watcher, whatever. And something about someone that uses their children to get by. Fucking disgusting. Projector at the bottom of this deck right now. See, yo, child. Some of you have to dive deeper into your human design and find out if you are a projector. Shout out to my fellow projectors, but a projector can see through and around someone's aura. There's nothing you're gonna hide from a fucking projector. Nothing. Not a thing. Switch decks. Awesome, bro. As a projector, you're almost forced to move with the level of integrity that only you can understand. Because of how much you can see, how much you project in the sense of when someone is in front of you, you expand whatever it is that they're focused on the most. Especially that which they're maybe attempting to hide. Let me see what this what page was it on? Literally open this book to the destroyer. What is this king energy talking about? Because I kid you not, I really do be feeling protective over my collectives. Like, listen, let me see. Scrambling to uphold one's image, especially when the king's relationship to divinity is broken or challenged. The king often acts from a place of fear. An unstable root chakra, huh? The one. What is it? Vodka. The Bardo. The with the mother again at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is that Kali Ma energy showing through as well. Or this dark divine feminine presence rising. The Bardo. Or the Bardo. Let me see. Hold on, let me scan. Okay. 163. The liminal, the in-between, the transition. It is said that the Bardo is a place between this life and the next, a liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world and see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us or see visions of lives not yet lived. In the Bardo, there is a potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, to let go of all the things that cause us pain. The Bardo suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. When the veil between this life and the next is thinned, energy is stirred. This allows for a remarkable healing and vision. The Bardo is not to be feared. Take advantage of its energy by recognizing what needs to be resolved. Trust that there is a message for you from beyond who is speaking. Go ahead and listen. When in light of this energy, spaciousness, grace, forgiveness, and truth, when dark, torment, dislocation, hallucination, transience. To go deeper, the Tibetan Book of the Dead or the Book of the Dead, the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the Ancient Kemet Book of the Dead, Lament of the Dead by James Hillman and Sonu Shamdasani. A lot of Anubis energy just popping through here. Now, let me see something. Where you want me to go? Is it here? Let's see. What is this message? Share advice for the collective. Share your voice. Come out the cave. Persecution expression. Again with this persecution energy. Don't worry, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. But come out of the cave. Trust that idea that's coming through your mind's eye, because that means your pineal gland is activated. The light of your body has been illuminated. Share your voice. Council of the light. Divine orchestration. Helpers in the sudden realms, in the subtle realms. Whenever you come across a moment that you are wanting to take action on something in the most subtle way, that is your divine guidance around you, assisting you. Just move forward with that motion, especially if it comes through in the most subtle ways. You have inner temple showing up, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Beautiful. As that action that comes through subtly is you moving through the heart space. It's effortless. Some of you are going to recognize where your story or your journey, your path, sharing your voice about your story, your journey, and your path is going to bring you to levels of success that you felt as though you would have to work harder for. Just answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Break the chain at the bottom of the deck. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. So there's something here you're supposed to write that's going to assist the collective, especially your bloodline, your lineage. And you see where she's coming out of the cave here as well. Ooh. Starseed warrior woman. What lights you up? Have you answered your deepest calling? To be a starseed and a warrior. You see Saturn showing up there, huh? That's why I told y'all, go look and see where you got Capricorn energy. Also Aquarius, because Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aquarius. So look into your chart and see where Capricorn is for you, or what energy is ruling Aquarius, your 10th and 11th house. All right. And then the age of light. Yeah, you've been training for this for lifetimes. 722. Now is the time for you to build. Be the master builder, the spiritual master builder. 722 on the clock. I'm getting the message. Prepare for the next 7 months. 682, 83. Something about August. Well, Six of Wands does fall under the bracket. It connects to mid-August energy, so that makes sense. Which is victory and success. You'll see a lot of victory and success once you start speaking your truth and not being afraid of the truth that you are here to speak in this moment in time. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Your soul knows that the veil, what's considered the veil, couldn't be a part of this physical realm, or the hiding of information. Your soul knew that you would have to come into this time period to do what you came here to do. What was that? What is that about? What are they here to do? We have no. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. Mintakin, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. You're an original light worker. Postponing your duty as an original light worker. Yep. What is the niggling feeling telling you? Trust it. Mirror. Wow. Who or what is triggering you? It's part of you speaking. It's part of you stepping into your calling. They're reflecting back the other side, the other spectrum of who you are. Bring it to balance. Let me see. Let me get an astrology card. What do we have? Unbound at the bottom of the deck, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past life. So this is Cancer, Capricorn energy, the axis between Cancer and Capricorn. As far as ancestors, lifetimes, ancestors, Cancer, Capricorn, past lives, generations. Let's see here. What's the mirror? Show me the energy of the mirror. Show me the energy of the mirror. Wow. Aries. So some of you, I just heard you're being too passive and diplomatic. This sword energy just wants to pop out. Ooh. With the fifth house, that's Leo. You just had Leo Aquarius show up here. Okay, so this has to do with that forgiveness aspect of it. Meaning, if you're still upset about something that occurred in the past, that when we're being real about what we're doing here as a soul having a human experience, you chose the experience that you had to open you up to whatever it is that you decided before you got here. Oh, I want to experience this so this can happen. As brutal as the physical representation or the effects of it may be from a human standpoint or a moral standpoint, you chose this experience so that way it'll open you up, because where you come from, don't none of this shit even happens. Let's just picture it this way. Notice that what happens in this physical realm when people are being brutal to each other, or whatever the case may be, you do that in the dream realm, it ain't the same consequences. So you can only imagine the way it is when it comes to your soul before you even got into this firmament, into this realm. Some of you are legit fallen angels, meaning you decided to be that angle of light to fall into this realm. You're not evil. Doesn't mean you're evil. Because you tripping and falling don't make you evil. So, well, now. Yeah. Child. Where you tend to be on this energy of having a plan, that if you don't have a plan, 888 on the screen, 727 on the clock, 727 Venus in Cancer. 888 though. So where you tend to have plans and you don't make a move unless you have a plan, the mirror is showing you the type of balance you're being asked to have with a tad bit, let's say a little bit of salt, of impulsiveness, spontaneity rather. Spontaneity. Having more spontaneity moving forward. Because for some of you, what's keeping you stuck and not moving forward is waiting, as it said, wait, postpone, and saying no to yourself for a perfect moment. When you really look at the moment, is the only one you really have is now. It's not medical advice, but some of you, that's where the anxiety comes from. You're too far ahead. Instead of handling what's in front of you right now. Let's say if this has to do with the relationship. You're thinking, well, we're working on this, it'll get better. What if the only time period that you have for something to get better is the present moment that you're in right now? What decision are you going to make? Okay. Because it's the fifth house. It's connected to romance as well. Love. Some of you that could really be the conversation you have with your partner, that if not on some scary shit with fear. Oh my gosh, what we were planning to, no, it's not about this whole idea of physical death and what happens. No, no, it's more so you have a conversation with your person. You're going through whatever y'all going through. That moment in every conclusion to a sentence that is stated, that is the now moment that you both have. And in that moment, and being real with reality, that that is the only moment you actually have, what decisions are you both going to make to turn the scenario around? Because I'm going to keep it a stack. Personally, I'm that type of energy where if it cannot be fixed right now, when it comes to someone's responses, then you got to go, especially if it's affecting one's nervous system. You got to let that go. No one should be altering your nervous system for the worse because they can't control themselves. Because how often do you hear of people in situations where they are doing something to make some, to make a change, to allow things to be on a nice, balanced, harmonious, loving plane, and then they're around someone who can't reciprocate that? It shouldn't take you that long to see it. But the misuse of time is what causes confusion when it comes to a decision having to be made. Okay. So I'll leave you there with your message, beloved. I love you. Have a blissful one. Clear the energy. Ashe. This reading is now, if you watched it up to this point, this is now in the past. All right. Later, my love.